Folks, when you see that world-famous blue carpet, you can only be one place on earth. Boise, Idaho, home of the Boise State Broncos. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Broncos will kick this away to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man. Has the first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And that run produces a decent gain. The Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Takes the handoff again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Broncos with 1st and 10 here. In the red area, it's Moss. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And there's the handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Offense showing a bunch formation now.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense has got the football. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Boise State. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Direct snap to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Longhorns come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The important third down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. This will be a 39-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's hit just before the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They've converted one of their two fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Broncos come to the line with first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Boy, he does the tough part here, Chris. He comes up with the interception. He just got mixed up on which end zone to run to somehow. You don't see this very often. This goes from being one of the best plays to the worst plays in a matter of seconds.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. We'll see if he can make the play on this return. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. On the toss play, runner moving left. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Broncos lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He hands it off from the gun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. He makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them, because let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Catch made, a lot of space now. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking deep here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Moss. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Defense is coming after him. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. There's contact on the throw. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop them. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Texas. This quarterback on fire today. Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That run moves the ball to the 16.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
They'll run it to the right side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
Pressure is coming. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. As a design quarterback keeper. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on third and long. A cautious play call. Doesn't work.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Back to pass. It's Stewart. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still plenty of life left.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. He eludes the rush. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And now the handoff. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Now here comes the bunch formation. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Eludes a tackle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
Makes a quick grab. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking to throw. It's Stewart. Receiver makes the catch. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Texas. No chance to catch him. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He'll bring it out from his end zone, and the returner will be brought down. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Using a strong stiff arm. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. 3rd and medium. A lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The Broncos begin a new series here. 1st and 10. There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They're going to run it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. As the first down is still going. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here's the toss play now. Running to the right. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And up for the first. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Boise State. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game is on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking to pass. It's Stewart. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The pocket breaking down. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Here's a first down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The ball winds up bouncing out of bounds. They'll lose big yardage, but keep possession.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And they get their own fumble back. Time's running out, but they still have a chance. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.